So we are here at Marojejy and we are just about to begin a 10k hike, well 9.9k hike up to our base camp in the forest at Mantella camp. So this is going to be quite a grueling couple of hours, I think, but hopefully we'll have lunch when we get there. So here in the forest there is a Uroplatus giganteus, and if you haven't yet spotted it, it is here. Absolutely crazy camouflage. I'm just going to show my Fitbit for the distance there, and what I will do as well is show the energy expenditure on getting up to this camp, as it's not exactly been easy. So this is that is how much energy has been expended. So nearly 1,500 calories have been burned to get up to here, but this is Mantella camp that we've made it to. So now we only have about another 2.5k in order to get up to the camp where we are staying this evening. And over that 2.5k there is also an increase in elevation of another 400 meters. So this is going to be quite an ordeal, I fear. It's all easy for you.
Yeah.
Hi guys, Will from Global Geckos. So we are currently in an area of high altitude bamboo forest, exactly where it's kind of on an adjoining point where the bamboo forest meets the rainforest. And one thing that we've been really surprised about here has been not just the density of Uroplatus in general, but specifically Uroplatus giganteus. They're by far the most numerous Uroplatus that we've encountered here. We're almost to the point of losing track of exactly how many we've found. One of the interesting things with the population here though is that they're actually caphymeral in terms of their activity pattern. So at previous locations we've only ever been able to find them at dusk or during the night, but they're actually active and still hunting here during the day at times as well as at night. So what we have here is quite a nice large adult. Trying to give me the run around. So this is a nice large adult female that we've got here, and as I say, this one has been spotted just out and actively hunting during the day. So these are certainly one of my favourites, and it is one that we've seen absolutely loads of on this trip. I mean, it's pretty basic facilities, as in a bucket to wash from, and likewise to flush the toilet here. But aside from that, I had no idea that the infrastructure here was actually going to be as good as it is. There's a really good sort of seating and eating area up top, then absolutely wonderful environment that's teeming with wildlife immediately within the camp, and then there's a mixture of sort of tin roofed metal roofed wooden huts, and then some more sort of, I guess maybe temporary looking, but they're still perfectly substantial wooden frame with like a canvas outer. So all in all, it's actually a very, very functional campsite here. So this is certainly worth the hike up to it. So, a couple of red Vansera here at the base camp. Oh, can't tell what they're
chasing. That was an insect of some description.
Yeah, it's a little lizard thing.
Oh no, yeah, they've just eaten a lizard. Not necessarily my favourite thing to see them eat. And they are literally in the camp here.
Yeah. Hi guys, Will from Global Geckos. So at the moment we're in the north of Madagascar. We are actually in the northeast at Marojejy. This is quite a high altitude rainforest that we're in at the moment, and we've come across a Uroplatus lineatus. So this is commonly called the bamboo leaf tail, and sure to its name, this one was in amongst bamboo, but they actually seem to prefer to live inside more sort of palm fronds. Dried palm fronds is more their preferred habitat. So this is a young female. It's probably, I would imagine, at a guess, maybe 6 months in age at this sort of size. But it's a species that I've tried to find on numerous prior trips to Madagascar. So it's wonderful to actually finally find one this year. So another great one.
If you don't like spiders, these bush camps probably aren't for you, as these things are everywhere. That was massive. This is the habitat up near Camp Marojejy in Marojejy National Park, where last night we found both Sakuri and Giganteus living.
Hi guys, Will from Global Geckos. We are here in the north of Madagascar, and what I have here is Uroplatus finartra. So we've been looking for this species for the last 4 nights straight. Now the species name for this, finartra, actually comes from the Malagasy term mafinartra, which approximately translates to wonderful. And I think, as you can see, this certainly is a wonderful leaf-tailed gecko. For any of you that are familiar with Uroplatus fantasticus, the satanic leaf-tailed gecko, you might initially be thinking, wow, that looks like the biggest one of those I've ever seen in my life. That's pretty much what I thought as well when I first saw this one. So they are like a massive Uroplatus fantasticus, and they are absolutely stunning. This is a real highlight of the trip for me, this.